Hello, you're welcome. In this video, we are going to be looking at how you can create as well as format tables in Google Sheets. So we have the option to either use the pre-built tables that have been provided by Google Sheets, or we create our own table using any data that we have. So we are going to demonstrate both. So we start with the pre-built. So currently I have this data, but I'm not going to start with this. I will just create a new sheet, which I will use for the pre-built. So here to have my pre-built table, I will just come to this insert, and then where I have this pre-built tables, I will click on it. So I have options to select from, either event tags, project tags, content tracker. There are so many of them. So if you come to the event planning, you can see we have as you toggle over them, you can see how they look like so that you know which to select. Okay. We have customer relations, depending on the project that you want to work on. Okay. So if you come to inventory management, you have this tracker, and from this, we can just make any selection. So let me just select this. So once you've selected, you can just click on this insert, and here I can make changes. Okay. So let me say I am working with data from the warehouse, and the ID is 102. The item name, I will just call it basketball. And then type. So I can actually adjust each of these by clicking on this edit button and then giving each of them names. So let me call the first category sports. The second category, I will call it groceries. I will call this clothing. Then for the fourth category, I will call this computers. And then done. So for this first one, it's sports. That's the first item. I think I've missed something. Now, 102, as we had before, the item name is basketball. Now, the category is sports. Okay, so let me just change for each of this. So the category of this very 101, 102 is sports, and then the price, let me say it's $50, and then the stock, let's say 100, and then it's currently in stock, and then notes for a week. So you can see how we can actually use the pre-built. So you can easily make edits, add more items, and so on. Okay. Now let's go to recreating hours. Okay. So I will come back to this. So you can see I already have data imputed here. So I want to use this data to create a table. So to do this, I will just click on any cell that is inside this very data, then come to my format. And then from this format, I will click on convert to table. So it automatically picks up the range, as we can see here. So I have the option to make a lot of formatting here. So the first thing that I want to do is changing this table name. So in changing the table name, you can actually give it any name that you want to give it, but you have to be careful not to give it a formula name, that is a Google Sheet formula name, or a cell, referencing a cell like A1, let's say I reference a cell A1 here, it's not going to accept it. So if I also try to give it a name like false or true, still going to reject this. Okay, so but you still need to give it a descriptive name. So in my case, I will just call this project tracker. And you can see that it works for me. So I have other options in terms of formatting this. I can change the column type. Okay, so I can change this to text. Now for my product name, it is still currently none. I can still change this to text. Same as owner. I can also change owner to text. For the start date, you can see that it's currently date. So I'll leave it the way it is. For the end date, it is still date. For the status, it is none. I can just leave it as none. This one is currently percentage, as we can see here. Now, these are just few of the formats that we can do. Another thing that we can easily do is this. For this status, we can actually change what we have here. So we can change this status to create a drop down. Okay, so we can just create a drop down here. Then here where we have in progress, we can change the color to yellow. Completed, we change it to green. And then not started, we change it to red. So you can see here we can select progress as we work. Once we've completed it, from in progress, we change to completed. Okay. Now for this our progress column, I can also create conditional formats here. So I will just select this very part of the table and then come to my format, then select this conditional formatting. So I will select this color scale and then I have mean value, mid value, and my max value. So I can just select done. And you can see it colors this based on the percentage. So 0 is very faint compared to the others. And you can see that the darkest is 100%. So this is one other option that we have when we want to format our table. So we can actually create table menus. Okay, so from this table menus, we can rename our table and then we can adjust the table range in case this range that we have is not sufficient for us. Now we can change the header color. So I can change this to blue, as you can see here. Now we can change the table format. We can show grid lines here if we so wish. And we can still show the condensed form of this table. Can show table footer. So these are just options that we can select. Okay. So I've taken out all these selections. Now another thing that I can do is to create views. Okay, so I can just click on this very option here and then create views. So the view that I want to create on the status column. So if I select the status column, you see that it groups the completed together. It groups the progress as well as the not started. And it's even giving me the average value for each of these groups. So if I want to save this view, I can just click on save view. But if I just want it temporarily, I can just click on this exit and then don't save. Okay, then another option we have is we can be able to refer to any part of this very table. Okay, so I want to get the names of the owners here. So to do that, I will just use array formula. That's the Google Sheet array formula. So I will do array formula and then start typing the name of this table. So the name is project, and then I will scroll down to where I have this owner, and you can see here. So I'll select it and then close my bracket and enter. So you can see it's able to pick the names of the owners for me. Okay, and we have it as an array. So we have other options that we can use to refer to different parts of this very table. And these are just the things I want to show you about how you can create your tables, whether using the pre-built or you creating yours, and how you can format to give you exactly what you want. And I hope you've been able to find this video helpful. Please, if you have, kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.